Take a moment and look all around you. I don't want you caught off guard or alarmed when I come for you. I need you to know that I would never walk away. I know what you need, I would bleed for you, but you're taking somebody home. I know I need to move on, I need to be strong, but I don't wanna go alone, no, no, no.
Hello, if you're new here, my name is Christina, and if you've been here before, welcome back. And if you like this kind of content, writing vlogs, self-publishing journey, all that stuff, maybe some cat cafe vlogs in the future, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. It really helps small creators, and hit subscribe if you want to see more so that you don't miss a video. I don't see a lot of people talking about the process of their debut novel. There are a few, but I see them talking about it after it's come out, which makes sense because the novel comes out and then on hindsight you can reflect on what worked and what didn't work for you. But I have no novels out, and I want to, in my brain right now, I have a series of 3, maybe more, but 3 just makes sense because I have to dive into outlining. But going back to the first book, I may be doing things a little bit backwards, and I'm sharing this kind of selfishly because I want to hear if anyone else resonates with this. So if you're watching this, let me know if you've done the same. Step number 1 is that before I even wrote the first chapter of my book, I did write what am I talking about? I did do some work on the characters and kind of what was going to happen. But before I even wrote the first chapter, and my vision for this book has changed so many times, the genre has changed so many times, I pre-bought my cover. And here's the thing, I didn't mean to do this. It's a fun hobby of mine to go on cover designers' websites and see what they get for pre-mades. Sometimes I really like the title they put on pre-mades. Sometimes when I'm looking at the pre-made covers, I can get a spark of inspiration. But I saw this one cover and it fit the part of the city that I wanted to base it on. And it surprisingly fit the characters' physical descriptions. But now, as much as I like that cover, and it was only, I think, $50 or $75. If you know, like, cover designs, that is a great price for a cover. I just don't know if I'm going to use it. I might still. I hope I can use it eventually. So there's that. So I did that. Step number 2, doing things a bit backwards. I went on to Fiverr and I sent them my outline. And by outline, I mean my very bare bones outline, like an outline with maybe 4 sentences per chapter. And even after writing that outline, I had a lot of questions, but I was stuck after I wrote the outline. And so after writing the outline, I sent the outline to someone on Fiverr, and I hired them to write my blurb. Because I thought if I could see how whatever is in here or what needs to get marinate in my brain a little bit, if I could see someone condense it with minimal information, then maybe that would give me more forward direction on the tone. And when you submit, I know a lot of authors hate writing blurbs, but that is also a service you can hire, and it's very cheap. I think I paid $10. And this person asked me the tone of my novel, the genre and stuff. So at the time I chose what I thought I wanted, and she wrote a blurb, and I loved the blurb. I read the blurb, I sent it to a couple of friends, and I was like, wow, yeah, I want to read this. It probably won't be the end blurb because just too many things are changing. I have to possibly build a magic system, so that's going to be way out of my comfort zone. But those are 2 backwards things that I did. And then the third backwards thing, which I don't think I don't think this one is too out of the norm. I think this is actually suggested, is that I've just been looking for an editor. Even though I don't have the first manuscript done, I want to. I work so much better under pressure. I work so much better on a deadline. So I want to find an editor and then know that I have that deadline to get my messy, I don't know, second draft to this person. So that's how I'm reverse engineering. Let me know if you've done any of the same, or if you have a bad habit of just like goggling. What's that word? If you have a bad habit of just ogling at covers online, it's so fun. I have my 2 notebooks here, which I hope are going to help me. This little guy, this is just my robot notebook, where basically it's my to-do list of any projects. But I also have this one, which is a much more organized outline that I have started. So these trusty notebooks are coming with me today.
My friends say, get out of your comfort zone. It's a blessing in disguise. Get out of what you call home. Your name is written in the sky. It might feel just like you're on your own, but baby, it's another lie. Remember, you were made. I try to work, but it doesn't work. I try to say something, but there's no word. I try to justify my actions, less reactions, heartbeat raising. Oh, it doesn't work.
Okay, I am officially out of my writing slump, so I wanted to check in with you. I managed to write 672 words at the cafe. It's not a lot, it's not a crazy amount, but I am happy with that, because after writing those words and getting my head back into the story, I went back and I added some more to my outline, and I just feel like things are starting to make sense. But even though they are starting to make sense, the more I write, the more questions I have for myself and for the story, which I guess is what makes it fun. But I've started to write little scene cards so that the next time I pick up Project Hotel, I don't know if I've ever said the name, but Project Hotel is the working title. The next time I pick up Project Hotel, I will know where I'm going. And now I finally can clearly see the ending of this book, book 1. I can clearly see the ending, and I can see the sequential steps or scenes to the ending, but it's just the order of those scenes I'm not quite sure yet. But things are just becoming more and more clear. But then with clarity becomes more questions, because I want everything to be intertwined and to make sense, of course. So I'm feeling good about that. What else? Oh, I changed a character's name. If you've watched my other writing vlogs, you may or may not know whose character's name I changed, but I changed the name. I'm sticking with it, and it finally is just making sense to me. When I started to transition this channel into more book and writing content, I started with book content, like on the BookTube side of things, and I was very adamant that I was going to continue to post my monthly reading wrap-ups and my monthly TBRs, but I'm just enjoying the writing vlogs more, but it is kind of fun to talk about what I am reading and what I plan to read. But I have a commitment issue with finishing books. I will start so many halfway, not finish them, and then return to them 3 months later and finish them. But right now, I recently started reading Finding Hope by Erin Brockus. This has been pretty fun and easy read so far. It is about a woman who finds herself winning a raffle contest that she didn't enter. Her little sister entered her in. And she becomes the owner of a scuba dive resort. And so she kind of leaves her old life behind because she didn't get the job she wanted, and she ends up going to this resort. So the setup is pretty long, but it's still entertaining. So I've just read that setup part so far. So I think I'm going to enjoy it. It sounds fun. And then I started reading Intuitive Editing. I forget the author's name, but I'm liking it so far. I saw this on Andrea's channel, and it seems really good so far. Even though I'm not self-editing yet, I like to know, all the steps ahead. I mean, as you can see, I mentioned earlier in this vlog, I'm reverse engineering the self-publishing goals. Should I just end the vlog here? Ah! Let me know how you're doing. Let me know if you like cats or dogs more. There is a right answer. Okay, bye.
My friends say, get out of your comfort zone. It's a blessing in disguise.